just see people they enter, they come out, they enter, they come out. Then they try to check whether they are their own network. Hello everyone. So please can you actually hear me now? I think we glitch with the network before. One little audio error before. But I hope you can actually hear me now. Can actually hear me now. I'm not just fucking 4 minutes, bro. 4 minutes. 2 minutes. I hope you guys can actually hear me now. Right? I hope you guys can actually hear me now. So let's get straight to business. Right? This is my basic expectation for good. Right? Right? This is my basic expectation for good, guys. So buying gold up above here. I'm looking at buying gold up above here. The news is coming up real soon. The news is coming up in 3 minutes time, guys. The news is coming up in 3 minutes time. Right? The news is coming up in 3 minutes time. Please, can you hear me now? I want to know if you guys can actually hear me now. Please just drop your comments. Let me know if you can actually hear me. If my audio is okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Okay, we have just very little time. I can't wait for your response, literally. We have very little time to the news. So this is my basic expectation. I've drawn up all the analysis. I did that in the last before ending the last call, right? So this is my basic projection for gold. This is my basic projection for gold. The sale failed to continue. So basically for me, I'll be looking at setting a buy stop due to the momentum that might occur, right? I'm looking at setting a buy stop up above right here. I'm looking at setting a buy stop right here. I'm looking at setting a buy stop right here. We have just very little time to the news, guys. I'm looking at setting a buy stop up above here. I'm looking at setting a buy stop. I'm looking at setting a buy stop at what's it called now? I'm looking at setting a buy stop at any break we have above right here, like I said. I'm looking at setting 8 4087.8, right? 4087.8. And our SL is going to be at God now. Our SL level is going to be at 4075.5. 75.5, right? So this is basically my expectation. This is basically my expectation. This is basically my expectation for the news, guys. This is basically my expectation for the news. This is basically my expectation. So we have the buy coming up. So the news is live, right? The news is live now, guys. Right? Okay, we have 3 seconds. We have 3 seconds to the news. We have 3 seconds to the news. Buy XAUUSD. Buy XAUUSD. Right? Just be patient. Be patient. Be patient. The news is up in 3 seconds. Just like I said, you can actually use buy stop. Using a buy stop at that level should put us on the safer side, right? Use a buy stop, buy XAUSD, buy XAUSD coming up at that level. So it's actually breaking that level, right? Just be patient, right? We're actually being very, very patient. Okay, I think that's brought our position in now. It has brought our position in, right? It has brought our position in. So we're actually in right now. We're expecting that momentum. We're expecting that push momentum. Please risk only what you can afford to lose, right? Risk only what you can afford to lose, right? Risk only what you can afford to lose. I was expecting that spike. I was expecting that spike. I was expecting that spike. I'm expecting that spike, right? I'm expecting that spike. I'm expecting that spike. We're in profit, guys. All right, it's moving actually. You can start securing some of your profit because this thing is quite slow. The momentum is quite slow, right? You can start securing some of your profits, right? And let's try to like, since the momentum in this news is actually quite low, since the momentum in this news is actually quite low, the momentum in this news is actually quite low. But like I said, we're going to be seeing more of like buy push, literally. We're going to be seeing more of like buy push. It's trying to come back to retest that level, right? You can see what's happening right here. It's trying to come back to retest that level. It's basically trying to come back to retest that level. There aren't much volatility like it has always been. There aren't much volatility like it has always been. But how is it going at your end, guys? Let me hear you in the comment section. How is it going at your end, basically? How is it going at your end, basically, guys? How is it going at your end? How is it going at your end, basically? The news momentum is actually very low. The news momentum is actually very low, so it's advisable for us to like chill out. Let's chill out and wait for some kind of like correction, basically. Let's wait for some kind of like correction, basically. You can start, like I said, you can start securing some of your profit. It's possible for us to see some kind of like rejection coming in up to this level, right? It's possible for us to see some kind of rejection coming in up to this level, right? So if we see the rejection coming in, if the rejection happens up to this level, then this is also another good potential to actually buy. That will be at the reversal point. That will be at the reversal. That will be at the reversal zone. At the reversal zone, literally. But we've been able to have the break, just like we analyzed, right? We've been able to have the break above that level, which is indicating that buyers are trying to like take control, just like we analyzed, right? Just like we analyzed, guys. So that's the basic thing. That's my basic expectation. That's my basic expectation. That's my basic expectation, guys. So how is it going at your end, basically? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. How is it going? How is it going? Or is the comment section not working? Is the comment section not working? How is it going at your end, basically, though? How is it going at your end, basically? Sure, one.
Wallet.
But just hold on to your position, right? We're going to be having the buy push. We're going to be having the buy push. We're going to be having more buy push, literally. But as of now, if you are running in profit, make sure you actually like try to like secure some because there's the chances of seeing some kind of correction coming up to this level, right? Because this new momentum is quite low. Because this news momentum is quite low. This news momentum is quite low. I was going to send in another signal on XAUUD. Okay, this hasn't even break. This hasn't even broken to the top side as well. So if you, I was expecting that spike though. I was expecting that massive spike. I was expecting that massive spike, literally. I was expecting that massive spike literally. The news momentum is quite low. The news momentum is quite low. The news momentum is quite low, basically. But at least we were able to see the buy. But it was quite I would say it's quite risky to just jump in right here without getting the proper break yet. Right? If not, we would have been up right here. We'll have been in from around this zone right here. And just right now, we'll have been running about 270 pips already. Would have been running about 270 pips already, basically. Right? But our entry seems we since we didn't get our spike, we didn't get our spike momentum. We didn't get our spike momentum that gave like some kind of like proper push to the top side. Stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the basic stuff, guys. That's the basic stuff. But let's see how it goes. Let's just hold on. Let's just hold on. Let's hold on for about 10 minutes more and see how this is actually going to like push up before we are able to make our decision. Before we're going to see what's actually how this is actually going to like end, basically, right? Before we see how this is actually going to like end, basically. Before we see how this is going to like end, basically. Let's just hold on for about 10 minutes. Let's hold on for about 10 minutes. Let's just hold on. Like I said, since the momentum push is actually quite weak, that's why you are seeing those corrections happening. Because the momentum push is actually quite weak, and the news is not strongly volatile. It's not that the push is not that aggressive. Adibin is some kind of news. Adibin is this kind of news to do. Adibin it is sometimes like just sometimes that we can easily get some kind of like which idiots this get on that. Sometimes I can easily that will just skyrocket to the top immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Those kind of spikes that will just spike up to the top immediately. Momentum. That's why we're actually trading into some kind of like correction and holding on. So I hope you are not actually holding any position at the meantime. I'm literally just waiting for this. Who the fuck is this? Okay, bro. Okay, let's hold on, guys. Listen, just like I said, we have to only risk based off what this news is actually doing. We need to be calm. So I'm basically expecting to see something like this. I'm basically expecting to see this come up to this level. If this comes up to this level, then I can actually take the risk of holding the buy, right? But this buy is actually going to happen massively. And just like you see before, while we started the analysis, just like you see while we started the analysis, just like you see when we started the analysis, right? I basically told you that we're expecting buys, right? And I explained everything from beginning to the end. I basically explained everything for you. I basically explained everything to you, right? from the beginning to the end, and while I was actually uh, waiting on the buy, while I was actually expecting the buy, while I was actually expecting the buy move, right? And we can see what's actually happening right now live. We can see what's actually happening right now live. We can see what's actually happening right now live. But we're ending this live call in 5 minutes time. We're ending this live call very soon. So let me know from the comments what's your view? Were you able to get in literally? Were you able to get in on the spike literally, or you got in late as well? Were you able to get in on the spike literally? But the main reason why, if you are asking why we couldn't have gotten in on the buy from here, right? Since we knew it was going to buy, right? Why didn't we get in on the buy from here? Because if you checked our analysis literally, we were expecting that this thing was going to buy as of when market was forming all of this shit, right? We're expecting that it was going to buy. But why didn't we get in on the buy from here? Basically because we have this strong zone happening right here. And if you are so familiar with trading news, it's possible for you to see something like this. If you just take the risk of buying from here, you're putting yourself in some kind of like danger. But at the same time, it can pay off just like it's paid off right now. And it gave just about 260 pips before this reversal to the downside. But most news, it's possible for you to see something like this, some kind of spike, come up to this level, give a touch of this zone right here, and come down. And at the end of coming down, it will now start going up again. So that's why it is quite risky to just jump in on news under a particular zone that is not clear yet. But now we have a perfect clear structure. Market has given us some signs, right? It has given us signs that is indicating that what the buyers are trying to get into the market. I've been able to get some kind of like proper correction happening right here. You can see the sellers try to like overshadow and do everything for and push the price lower at that level, but they failed to, right? They basically failed to be able to hold on to that position. They basically failed to be able to hold on to that position. They failed to be able to hold on to that position. But I hope everything was basically just clear. Let me know your view. Let me know your view from the comment section, guys. Let me know your view from the comment section before we go off. Let me know your view from the comment section before we go off, guys. Let me know your view from the comment section before we go off. But if I get any other opportunity after this, possibly I'll send this into the Telegram channel, right? So just stay glued to the Telegram channel. But this buy is definitely going to hold strong. So if you are on the buy, make sure you are using a very, very low stop loss or chill. Since we are not getting any kind of momentum, any kind of big momentum in the market right now, you can just hold on and wait for correction to happen right here. Let correction happen right here, right? If this candlestick still close weak as it's doing, wait for correction to happen up to this level, right? Any correction that come back into the retest of this. Now, this level became a support, right? It became a new resistance right here. Now it's automatically becoming a new, this level is becoming a new support for a push to the top side, right? If you understand what I'm saying right here, this was a resistance, it became a support. Market broke it, it became a new resistance. Now market is breaking that zone again. That resistance is automatically becoming what? A new support. So you can actually wait for market to reverse back up to this resistance level, up to this support level, this previous resistance that became support. Wait for market to give some kind of rejection back to this level. And if you enter the market at this level, then you are in for a sweet ride, right? But I'll be monitoring as well, and any opportunity I get, I will drop it live on the Telegram channel. So that will be all for now, guys. And I hope to see you on the other end. Uh, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Stay active on Telegram channel, guys. Stay active on Telegram channel. The first live that we actually had, the network or there was no sound. So I don't know. I don't know why how that came about. I don't know how that came about. Godspeed. And I'm active. Godspeed. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Right? Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But you saw everything, right? You saw everything. We've been anticipating the buy. We've been anticipating the buy, but market didn't give us that strong momentum like we've always expected. You know that kind of momentum that will just happen and boom, you just see the spike. But we're right with our analysis. Our analysis was 100% correct, right? Our analysis is 100% correct. Our analysis is 100% correct. And you can see what's happening right here on the 15 minutes time frame. So let's just wait for some correction. Let's wait for market to correct back up to this level. Any correction the market give us back into this previous resistance that is automatically becoming a new support, then we're going to be getting our buy from there, right? I hope that was straightforward enough, and I hope you guys actually gained Uh, okay, yeah, already closed at 20 pips. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Cool, cool, cool. At least little profit is better than none, right? Little profit is better than none, right? Waiting for the correction. Exactly. Just chill out and wait for the correction. Let the correction happen. Any correction you get back at that level, right? Any correction will get back at that level, then we're going to be making decision off it. And we're going to be buying from there, right? You can always go down to the 15 minutes time frame properly, right? Since the 15 minutes time frame has closed, since the 15 minutes candlestick has closed, just wait for this correction to happen right here. And any correction you get from here, after getting the correction, right? After getting the sell to correct back up to this level, and see some kind of reversal candlestick like the doji, the hammer, or whatever candlestick, then it's giving us confirmation, right? It's giving us confirmation to actually like pushing for the buy the more, right? So that will be all for now, guys. I hope to see you guys on Telegram. Just stay active. Let's see how it goes. Any opportunity we get, just like yesterday, we were able to bounce back from our losses with about 390 pips, right? So let's do better today as the last trading day for the week. So peace, guys. Peace, guys. Take care. That'll be all for now.